Ever wonder how to collect a diet recall without making your client feel judged? In this video, I show you step by step how I guide clients through a food recall using motivational interviewing to create a safe environment where clients don't feel judged and you build rapport. Now, in this video today, I'm showing you a mock of a non-resistant client. If you are looking for examples of clients that are resistant, comment below and I'll do more case studies for you. All right, let's get into the mock. All right, Alex, now that we've discussed your health history, I'd like if we could move on to eating patterns. Now, we're not looking for perfection. We're looking together to spot some patterns so that we can discuss some tips and changes to support your goal of weight loss and blood sugar control. How does that sound? What do you typically eat in a day? Walk me through the first thing that you typically eat in any given day. Coffee with cream, a breakfast sandwich. I usually have pasta for lunch. And I'll have some chips with that. And then a little bit later, I'll have a breakfast sausage as a snack. And then usually like some cookies, and at dinner, like meatloaf. Based on what you've just shared, does anything stand out to you, or what would you like to address first? So I showed you an example of me letting the client finish without interrupting. Now, even when you notice clinically important issues from a diet recall, what's important here is to ask them what they want to start with or what they noticed. So what you're doing here is you're practicing client-centered care. So I hold back on things that I see as relevant until we've addressed what they see as relevant, because people are more likely to change if they can pick a topic that they want to work on first. This is challenging for a lot of dietitians because you want to tell them what they need to do, but collaborative work, which is the cornerstone of motivational interviewing, comes from asking the client who usually does the cooking and the grocery shopping. Mostly me. We order takeout like 2 times a week. What's the hardest time of the day to eat the way that you like? Oh, that's a good question. I'd say 3 p.m. I'm usually starving. From what you've shared, what would you like to work on first? Definitely those afternoon snacks. Great, we can start there. That was an example of me using open-ended questioning to explore what the client wanted. What was the priority for the client, not for me? Doing this increases buy-in for motivation. Thanks for walking me through this. Would it be okay if we brainstorm some ideas together? Yes, I'd like that. Great, let's go ahead and get started. What I did there is I asked permission before offering advice. Really important, because if we go telling people what to do without asking them if they're ready for us to give that feedback, then we're really overwhelming them and they might not be ready. So we want to take it down a notch and go slow with our clients. When we ask permission, we're reinforcing autonomy and building trust. All right, that wraps up our role play today of dietary recall using motivational interviewing. We let the client reflect before giving input. We focused on the client's priorities, not the clinician's. And you saw me smoothly transition into the planning stage, which is next. If you're looking for more, I do invite you to join the Dietitian Boss library, where you have access to hundreds of templates and tutorials to grow your business and build confidence as a registered dietitian.